Hello, here's how you do today's work using Kami in conjunction with the PDF copies of the United States and Canada thematic maps. So you're going to get in Google Classroom a copy of the maps. You want to click on the PDF copy of the maps. And then when that opens, you should have a spot somewhere on your page that says Open With. And you want to click Open With, and you want to do Annotate with Kami. Kami is a good resource that lets you interact with PDF files. So this will open up here. And it's going to load up all of the thematic maps. There's several of them. There's, let's see, climate zones, vegetation zones, population density, and economic activity, and then physical features. So we really are concerned with these top several maps here. So let's close this again. Close, cancel, let's just close this. There we go. All right, so what we want to do really is add labels to these maps so that we show that we understand them. So this is a climate zone map right here. And we know that this legend here tells us what these different climates are. But I want to go one step farther and add labels to these actual areas. So let's take this light green area right here. This is humid subtropical. So using the Kami tools, I want to click on text box and then click somewhere in here and go humid subtropical. And I can highlight all of this. And let's make this text 3, nice and bigger, and then, oops, no, text, text, there we go. Make the text a little bit bigger and put that in there. So that's that one, that's humid subtropical. Now this dark green and this dark green, they look almost the same, but this one here, this darker green is humid continental. So now I'll do a text box for this. So I'll go humid continental. And I can move the box around to make sure that it's legible. I can even, if I want to, maybe bold this text. I can make it a different color if I'd like to, as long as it's readable. So that's basically what we're going to do. Now, there's a couple places, though, where you won't be able to just put words over it because they're too small. For example, down here in the southern tip of Florida, it is a tropical wet and dry climate. So I can't write that on this little spot, so I need to make an arrow. So first thing I'm going to do is make a text box that says tropical, wet and dry. I'll take all of that. I'm going to make it nice and bold. And now here's how you do an arrow. This is a little bit complicated, so you want to make sure that you follow along pretty well. So I want to go to Shapes, and I want to click on Insert Line. So we'll just insert a line that goes kind of like that. Now, I want to modify this line. Here's how I do that. I have to go up here and click Select. If I just start clicking, I'm going to make new lines. So now I have to click Select. This lets me click on this line. When I do that, I have a couple options. I can go over here and make this line an arrow, like that. I can even change the color of the line, which I kind of want to do. I'll make this red so it's very legible. And then I can click it, and then I can grab any one of these, one of the dots here on the line. If I can grab it. Let's go like this. And move it like that. And move this other dot just like that. So there we go. So there's my line for that. It's really important that you follow those steps to get that done. Now, some places, like over here in the Southwest, I'll probably want to have a couple lines for these different areas because this is a highlands area and it's in different places. And so I'd want to do that. So I also want to make sure this is somewhat consistent. So I'm going to go over here, and since everything else is bold, I'm going to make this bold as well. I make this bold here, and then it looks like somehow I accidentally made that. There we go. So that's what we're going to do for this map, for the climate zones map, vegetation zones map, population density map, and economic activity map. And then we're going to leave the physical features map alone. So that's what we're going to do for the first part of class today, is to get those annotated. So that gives us a better understanding of what's on these maps and where each of these regions is. So this should help you a lot. Good luck today.